Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Pharmacy Tech Love. This is where you're learning everything that you need to know about how to be a pharmacy technician. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Pharmacy Tech Love. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the bell. A lot of people don't know about the bell and exactly what it means. So what you'll do is you'll hit subscribe and then this little bell will come above it and you'll tap that. And that lets you know every time. Once you tap that, it'll let you receive notifications every time I post a video. Also, make sure you share my videos. You never know whose life you can change just by sharing my video and what insight and what inspiration you may give them in order to further their career. So if you're new to my channel, I have partnered with a team named Pharmacy Tech Lessons. If you are wanting to become a certified pharmacy technician, you can look in my description or you can look maybe down in the comments. I'll put it there. There's a link that will send you directly to my page where you can sign up to be a pharmacy technician. I'll also put the other link as well because you may already be taking a course and maybe you don't understand the math. Now they have a program where you can just sign up for the math if that's what you need. So take advantage of this and don't miss out on these opportunities. So today we're going to be talking about drugs per hour. I had a subscriber to ask me to do, I think she said the IVs or either the drip rates, which I'm trying to get to the drip rates as well. But basically what drugs per hour is, it doesn't involve anything with oral solutions, especially with this being IV, okay? IV means intravenous, okay? So that means that your medication will be going in the veins. So this is going to be infused into your patient's vein, but of course you won't be doing that. That will be the job of the nurse or whoever is taking care of that patient. Your job is to figure out how much of that medication will be given to that patient within the hour. That's why this is called drugs per hour. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. It's really easy, so this may be a short video. I'm going to try to give you as many examples as I possibly can. So just stay with me and let's rock. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. It has taken me forever to get this lighting together. If anybody has any ideas on how to set up lighting with a whiteboard, please let me know because I'm having so much trouble. That's kind of the reason why I don't make a lot of videos because it's so much with the lighting. Anywho, okay, this one, so like I said, we're going over IV infusions, drugs per hour. This question says you have 400 milligrams of medication in 1 liter and is administered over 4 hours. I know a lot of you don't know what this is. So we have 400 milligrams of a medication. And that 400 milligrams of medication is in a 1 liter bag, which is 1,000 milliliters. And this 1 liter bag is going to be administered over a time period, over a duration of 4 hours. The question is, how much of this drug will be administered per hour? Okay, so always remember what your question is asking. That's what I always tell my students. Only answer the question for exactly what it's asking for. Don't go off and start answering the question for liters or milliliters. Don't do that. The question is asking how much drug will be administered per hour. This does not say anything about milliliters, does it? No. Okay, so we're not gonna answer the question for something that it's not asking for. All right, so let's take out what we need from this problem. Let's pull out exactly what we need. So it's wanting to know how much drug. We have 400 milligrams of a medication. That's our drug. Will be administered per hour. The only thing that we're going to do is divide. This is simple division. Okay, so we have 400 milligrams of our drug. And we need to know how much we're going to administer per hour and how many total hours do we have. We have a total of 4 hours. So we're going to put 400 milligrams over 4 hours and we are going to divide. We have a numerator and we have a denominator. So we are going to divide. So in your calculator, if you will, put 400 not milligrams, put 400 divided by 4. That is going to give you 100 milligrams per hour. All right? 100 milligrams per hour. Okay? Because that's what the question was asking. How much drug, now we know, will be administered per hour. And remember, whenever there's not a number in front of your unit, okay, this is considered a unit. Milligram and an hour is considered a unit. Whenever there's not a number in front of your unit, that is going to just mean 1. So take that with you because that's something you will definitely need. All right, so let's go to the second one. All right, okay, I kept the problem just the same. Okay, I just added some different numbers in here. So now we have 750 milligrams of a medication in 1 liter, and it is going to be administered over 6 hours. Same question, how much drug will be administered per hour? Okay, we're going to set this up the same way because we need our drugs over hours. Okay, so we have 750 milligrams of a medication over 6 hours. That's how long it's going to be infusing, over 6 hours. I'm just going to put 6 hours. And I've already did my division here, so I wouldn't have to hold on to my calculator. So if you want to divide that, that is going to be 125 milligrams per hour. Easy, easy work. You just take out what you need. Because all you need, you don't need the 1 liter. You don't need that. You only take out how much drug, which is 750 milligrams. You only take out how much per hour, which this will be infusing over 6 hours. So we have 750 milligrams of that drug. It's going to be running over 6 hours. We do some simple division in our calculator. Whenever you're doing division in your calculator, always put your numerator in first. A lot of people, they ask me that. I've had very smart people that ask me that, and I'm just like, okay. So you just divide 125 milligrams per hour. That's it. That's it. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. So I'm just going to change this up a little bit. Okay, so I did change this one up a little. All right, so now we have 500 milligrams of a medication is in 1.5 liters and is administered over 3 hours. So now you're kind of getting the rhythm of this and exactly what you need to do and exactly what you need to pull out. Because everything always depends on what that question is asking. Don't solve it for anything else. Just look to your question to help you out. And also remember, in pharmacy, most pharmacies are always multiple choice, everything that you do. So always look into your multiple choice to help you out as well. Because you know if it's a drug, it's going to be, of course, milligrams, okay? And if it says hour, so milligrams an hour is going to be your answer. So don't answer anything for milliliters or per hour because it's not asking for milliliters because milliliters is not a drug, it's a quantity. It's a volume, all right? Okay, all right, so anywho. All right, so we have 500 milligrams. That's our drug. And this is over 3 hours, 3 hours. That's how long this is going to infuse. All right, if someone will put that into their calculator for me, please, and thank you. And I already have done that as well. Okay, I'll give you guys just a moment to do that. So in your calculator, 500 milligrams divided by, of course you can't put the milligrams, put 500 divided by 3. And what I came up with is 166.6 milligrams per hour. And if you have that, you are absolutely correct. All right, let's get into this next one. Okay, we have something a little bit different now. Now we're working with units. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, so now we have 250,000 units. Okay, this is units of a medication. All right, in 1.5 liters, and is to be administered over 4 hours. This is the same thing. Just like with insulin, if a person is going to take insulin, however many units of insulin, we'll say that they're taking, because there's 100 units per milliliter. So if they're taking 100 units, that's 1 milliliter, okay? So anywho, we're not discussing milliliters. We'll talk about that later. Anywho, so we have 250,000 units of medication in 1.5 liters, and is administered over 4 hours. But this is still your drug, okay? This is still your drug, because if not, where else is your drug? Because this is definitely not going to be your drug. This is just the volume of this drug being in this, all right? Everybody understand me? So say for instance, I'm just going to show you this right here. So say for instance, I drew a liter bag or a 1.5 liter bag, okay? So basically, this 250,000 units will be in this bag, okay? Just want to break that down because, you know, I have a lot of people that don't understand that. And it's okay if you don't understand, because that's what I'm doing. I'm explaining this. I had a situation at work today. It needed 12,500 units. And, you know, I'm just going by what the pharmacist is telling me to do, you know, and the label to pull out 12.5 milliliters out of a particular bag. But the entire bag was only 25,000 units, okay, in 500 milliliters. So in order for me to get 12,500 units out of that bag, that would have been pretty much half of that bag. But anyway, okay. All right. Again, we have 250,000 units of medication in 1.5 liter and is administered over 4 hours, okay? How much drug will be administered per hour? We still have our drug, which is 250,000 units. That's our drug amount. And this is going to be administered over 4 hours. It's the same thing. Put this in your calculator and divide. Divide for me, please. Divide. And I have already worked this out as well. And this is going to be 62,500 units. And that's per hour. Okay? All right. I got a few more. Actually, I have two more problems. And I mean, you'll get these easy, you know. You'll get these easy. Okay. Now, I raised the number up just a little bit just to kind of show you just something different. All right, so now this says we have 55 milligrams of medication in a 1.5 liter bag and is to be administered over 24 hours. But remember, we're just trying to find out how much drug that patient is going to be receiving every hour, per hour. Not in the 24-hour period, but per hour. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We're trying to find out how much drug they're going to be receiving on the hour. All right, so we have 55 milligrams. Divided by 24 hours. It's just that easy. And we're trying to find out how much drug per hour. Okay? And I already have this written down, but I'm going to give you just a moment. It doesn't take long to put this into your calculator. 55 divided by 24. That is going to give you 2.29 milligrams per hour. All right. I have one more that I'm going to show you. And I tried to change this up a little bit, this very last one, just to give you a little something different. Okay? So, hold on a minute. Okay. So now, this one says, and this is our last problem, so I hope you got this. So next time, I'll probably do milliliters per hour, which I can use these same examples, but I'll flip it. Okay, so we have 200 milligrams of medication in 1.5 liters, and it's to be administered now. It's not per hour. Now it's over 45 minutes, but the question remains the same. All right, so the question still is, how much drug will be administered per hour? So those 45 minutes, what do we need to do? Right, we need to turn those into hours. And the way that you turn minutes into hours is we're going to put those 45 minutes over 60 minutes. because 60 minutes is 1 hour. That is absolutely correct. This is just like writing hour in there, but we have to put those minutes in there, okay? All right, so because if we were to put 1, we're back at 45 minutes. So that, that doesn't make any sense at all, okay? All right, so now we put our 45 minutes over 60 minutes, and we're going to divide that, and that's going to give us how many hours are in 45 minutes. So divide 45 divided by 60. I'll give you a minute to do that. I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay, you should have that. So now that's going to give us 0.75 hours. Okay, 0.75 hours. Now we have our hours, and now we can answer this problem. Okay. All right. So we need our drug, which is 200 milligrams. Now we have our hour, which is 0.75 hours. And we're just simply going to divide. I'm going to erase this just to move it out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to divide 200 divided by 0.75, and I think I have that written down. Yes, that is going to be 266.6 milligrams per hour. All right, I really hope that helped everyone. Just if you still need a little extra help, just start the video back over, take your time, work the problems out, write each one down, and just take your time with it, because really all it is just simple division. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again soon. Love you.